Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Lovely doubly. Thank you very much for joining me. Hello to you all. Thank you very much for your company. My name is the Aussie Don, and welcome to our Train Sim World Free coverage here for this Monday, the 17th of July 2023 from our studios in Sydney, Australia. How are we all doing? Very unusual for me to be doing an afternoon stream, but we are here nonetheless. I have something else I need to do later on this evening. I have a bit of a family meeting once again. Man, I'm sick of my sister. Seriously, she doing this all the time, coming here on the weekday. Really giving me the poops, to be honest. Before we get going today, I did get a good mate of mine sent a message. He explained to me this morning that he sent a message to the guy that does the sound mod for Train Sim World with Itzia 165's sound mod. And I've been explaining to you guys that it's a great mod, but just finding the cab inside to just be way too much on the ear. When you got headphones on, all right, I don't want to be here sounding like I got a massive, sounds like a compressor in my ear every 5 seconds. You know what I mean? Somebody that's worked in factories in my lifetime as well, and I find that that's just way too much. I did say I did get a reply from my mate in regards to him replying to him about this, and did mention my name. So I don't know. He must have obviously has come along to the channel and watched. Thank you very much. I appreciate. But you really should have been actually talking to me on the chat. I'm a person that has a communication. If you're going to communicate with somebody, you talk to them. And as somebody that mods for American Truck Simulator, I do paint jobs for American Truck Simulator, so I know what modding's all about, and I know what sound editing's all about because I'm a DJ. Okay, I'm a DJ. I've been a DJ for over over 25 years. Since the 90s, I've been doing mixtapes and that, and I've been DJing. I've worked in clubs, I've worked in raves, I've done everything. So you're looking at somebody that even has done VIPs on Sydney Harbour. So. And I like to see England try to top off a New Year's Eve on a harbour. Won't happen. Even though London's display is good, but yeah, not as good as Sydney Harbour for the Anyway, nonetheless, got the message from him, and he, explained to me and showed me, and I'm like, okay, well, sounds like the cab is loud inside in real life and that. That's understandable. Fair enough. If that's how it sounds like in real life, then great. But one thing that really bugged me last night is when I was on the outside view and when the train was going past, it didn't sound as good as what it did on last Friday when I was doing it. I don't know. It just sounds different to what it was last Friday. And last Friday, I think, was actually nicer, in my opinion. When it was flying past, so it was great. It was perfect. That was spot on. No, I didn't need any tweaking, in my opinion. If that's what it sounds like inside the cab, fair enough. Then we'll go with that. But unfortunately, for now, I'm just going to wait for him to do a few more tweaks. So I have taken the mod off for now. So we're at the standard Dovetail normal Class 700 sound. And just wait maybe for a few more days and see if there'll be an update for each year, and then we'll put it back on there. So I'm not bagging the mod or anything, folks. I'm just trying to, prove it, make it sound better and that. And, you should take criticism, take the criticism, that's what makes you stronger. Okay. So if you ever see this, it's not bagging you anything for your work and everything. It's great that you do what you're doing. I appreciate it because you're taking your time and effort to give to the community for free, and that's what I do for my American Truck Simulator stuff. I build mods. Some of them take 6 months to do sometimes. So I appreciate, and I'm always looking at ways to try and improve myself as well. So this is just take criticism. I've taken it, and you know, I've made myself stronger for it. So, hey, you know, you get one shot at life, so just don't worry about that. All right. So, anyway, one thing we're going to be doing here today is one trip, one shot, one kill. 20 hours, 26. We're doing an evening service for the first time with the Class 700. So here we go. 9p 64 Raham to Leighton. So it is Raham to Dartford, and hopefully we have no issues regarding the lag. And don't forget, we are on the new and approved upgraded PC with a 64 gigabyte RAM installed. Right, nighttime. We'll put nighttime. Hey, let's give that a test. Testing 1, 2. Also, I've taken off the. I've put back the standard on there. I did try the orange one, but I don't know. For me, I thought I would take it off just to see the differences. And you know what? I'm probably gonna maybe put it back on. Yeah, I might put it back on actually. The orange one. I think that might be feasible. Alright, let's put on the DRA for starters. And then we'll do our little secret. Okay. TBWS and AWS activational. There we go again with that one. Alright. Here we are inside the cab here. Beautiful, beautiful cab it is indeed. And there we have where it's going to. Nice, nice. All right, so let's close those doors, and we're going to take off a little bit early.
Driver, you have reset the DRA.
This might go into the nighttime actually, this trip, so do be advised on that one. Okay. I am wearing the controversial train today, the APT. Oh yeah, you know me, I'm a big fan of it. This is one train I love to see in Train Sim World. This one right here. Please put in this legendary APT in a city. I so love it. It's so good to drive. Like, I know it's had a controversial history in reality, but damn, this is one train I'd love to see in Train Sim World one day. All right, here we go. All right. Just give me a second, folks. I need to take off the camera here. I just got to call somebody. I do apologize for this. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was just a bit too loud inside the cab, and I was yeah, it didn't really sit well with me. To be honest, I had, others, coming in and messaging me, and like I explained to the person, I said, if you think it's exactly what I was saying on the stream, then I would suggest messaging Itzia, but like I explained, I can't actually do it because I've been banned from the group, and that's why I got a hold of my mate on the weekend. And I said, hey, is there any chance you can message him? Put a message on there. He's like, yeah. I was playing it the other day as well, and I was thinking the same thing. It's a bit too loud on the ear. And I said, yeah. I go, and he's also changed the sounds on it when it goes past you as well at higher speed. It doesn't sound as nice as it did when I was playing it late last week before I went away. I said he's updated the sounds on that too, and it doesn't sound as nice as it did originally. So yeah, I was on, I thought it was perfect when it was there late last week. It was good. Alright, Gillingham is coming up. Here we are.
Driver, you have reset the DRA. Please check the signal.
I actually should have went one service maybe before this one. Actually, I was thinking this one would be a good one, and then it would go sort of this dark at the end. But we're definitely going to be going into the night time, knowing how long this service does take. It's around between 50 and 55 minutes. Depending how good you are. Like yesterday, I was quite good on it, actually. It was 51 minutes yesterday. I actually broke the record yesterday for the quickest trip on the Class 700 so far on the Southeastern high speed, which was good. So I am improving on the Class 700. You know me, I've just been enjoying it, and I don't really care about the time I've been getting in onto the stations and whatnot, but we are ahead of schedule at the moment, which is good. And if you're not a subscriber to our channel, I'd love to have you on board. If you're a true rail fan, then click that subscribe button, turn the notification bell on. You'll be notified around about an hour before we go live, or sometimes just when we just do pop-up live streams like we've done today, and post it, and then we're live 15 minutes later, like I've done here this afternoon. So yeah, I would have been with you guys a little bit earlier actually, but I was out actually today. I had an appointment outside, so I had to be at that before I got back to the studio. I am back now. It is Monday the 17th of July 2023 when this live stream was done. A full replay will be provided, and do note that all our live streams are in SD quality for the first 16 hours after the full replay, and until YouTube has fully processed the video, which will eventually be at HD quality at 1440p 60 frames per second. We are playing on PC. What snacks are you going to grab out of the vending machine, folks? What do you reckon? What do you reckon? What's your favourite? What's your favourite? Let us know. I find it strange that the salt and vinegar pack is green, though, and the salt and vinegar pack here in Australia is like a purplish colour. So, yeah. Well, hang on, I'm being smacked now by some... Yeah, I find it strange that salt and vinegar chips were in a green packet because, yeah, a green packet of chips here in Australia would be the Smith's chips, would be the chicken flavour. Salt and vinegar is like an orange flavour. Sorry, not orange. Orange is a different flavour, but barbecue flavour. But, yeah, the...
Driver, you have reset
it's like
the
a
DRA.
purple for salt
Please
and
check
vinegar
the signal.
for our chips here in Australia. The Smith's chips. Alright, next up is Rochester.
Driver, you have reset the DRA. Please check the signal.
coming down to the 20 miles area, and then does drop pretty quickly after that as well. You got to be aware of that as we go down the hill there as well. You got to be also aware of that because you can pick up speed very easily coming down here down the Strood as we're coming off the Chatham main line here. That does head up for on another way towards London, Victoria. And as I was talking about it, I, yeah, was speeding. So, 2 points there, minus.
Driver, you have reset the DRA. Please check the signal.
Next stop is Higham. I like some of the people's reactions towards the lighting inside this train, actually. I've seen comments on being powered by nuclear power. Nuclear powered lighting is just way too much on the eye. It's like, well, remember the days of Train Sim World when there was no lights at all in the tunnels, in front of the trains, inside the trains? They weren't that bright, and everybody was complaining about there's not being enough light, and now everybody's complaining about there being too much light. You can't win, can you? Next stop is Higham.
Driver, you have reset the DRA. Please check the signal.
Next stop is Gravesend. Keep that light on for you so you guys can see a little bit more. Oh, I love that sound. That's probably one of the nicest sounds in train sim. Well, that sound that goes past. Man, we're so much off the ball on what that train was when every time we'll hear it on that 24-hour countdown, eh? Like, what's this train? It sounds awesome. Yeah, it's such a lovely, lovely sound. Not knowing that, you know, the backdrop was the training center, even though everybody, including myself, was calling it the murder horn. We all thought it was the murder horn. I hope they do something like that again this year, leading into the announcement for this year's core update. Get a 24-hour thing, but there's a few things in that 24-hour thing that I've sort of talked to you guys recently about with the gossip line, and how I said in the gossip line, in some of the clues they were showing in that were cows and cameras, flashing flashes, Now, it's funny how they, in the gossip line, they had, you know, the scenario where you could take photos. So that was that clue. And the other one was the cows, and there was a scenario. Obviously, there's a scenario with the cows that are on the trap, on the tracks, as well. So it proves that Dovetail already had the routes lined up for the next 12 months. So they know what's coming in the next 12 months already. They've already, you know, they already know. So. But yeah, the rumours with Train Sim World 4 are absolutely going ballistic. And I just... it's so hard to really talk about the fact that, is it a possibility only 12 months later that we're getting the next version? Like, come on. It's normally, aside Train Sim World 1, which was 3 years, yeah, every 2 years. We get the mid-cycle, you know, big razzle-dazzle, you know, thing, whatever they try to call it, you know, make it, you know, like, for instance, went from Train Sim World just to Train Sim World 2020, you know, that was the first one. Second one, Rush Hour. God knows what this one will be. Someone's saying it's a ooh la la, ooh la la edition. Well, if they run in another part of Northeast Corridor, like I said, and whatnot, there would be a ooh la la edition, definitely. But I'd like to see the tilted version of the ICE, though. That'd be great. You reckon that was it? The Acela, the Amtrak's at Liberty. Yeah, I think the Acela Liberty would be quite a unique train. I don't think it would be, you know, good to have it now because obviously a prototype. I think it would be better to have it later on when it's actually in operation and that, and they get more reference from that for it. But knowing Dovetail, I wouldn't be surprised if they go for a prototype because they've done that in the past with Train Simulator. Well, we are ahead of schedule, folks, which is good news. We are due out 20 hours 59. We're 2 minutes from that. So I did take off the screen, the orange screen from last night. I thought I would go back with the standard, but actually, I have to be honest with you guys, I'm going to go back to the orange one. I thought it might have been nicer with that, but yeah, it turns out when you're looking at it from here, you can't even work out what that name is. It's just a blur. And this is one thing I hated about from Train Sim World 2 to 3, and noticed massively. If this was from here in Train Sim World 2, you could clearly see that in the middle. Where in Train Sim World 3, you can't. The draw distance with lettering is just absolutely terrible compared to what 2 was. 2 was great. 2, yeah, and you think from 2 to 3, you think it would be an improvement, but yeah. It just proves that the skybox has sort of taken up a lot of the resources from other stuff. We shall get going here.
Driver,
Here we
you
go.
have reset the DRA. Please check the signal.
Just keep in front of this. And here we go. Next stop will be Northfleet. Okay, I have read the comment a little bit more on what my mate actually did on that post for Itzia with the sound mod. For one, I'll have to apologise to Itzia about what he said on there, but yeah, that was a little bit too much, to be honest. So I do apologise for that. But yeah, that's not my words. So I'll be I've been brutally honest with what the sound mod is, and you know, the things that I like to see corrected with it. Well, this sound that I got here inside the cab is great. I like this. This is, yeah, perfect. It's good to the ear. The other one's just, this is way too much, to be honest. But like I said, it's, you know, not taking anything away from the work. It is great work. I appreciate it. And, yeah, kudos to you. Yeah. But it's not everyone's cup of tea, as you know. So you always get your critics, you always get your positives, and you know, I see a lot of positives in there. So you know, you've got a mixture, and you know, I see that there's also been the typical bots that don't know how to put files into where, which is nothing unusual. God, how many times I've had to talk to people about where things have to go, and it's especially with American Truck Simulator, it's like, oh, why is the game crashing and this and that? I'm like, oh my god, how many times I have to explain it? Northfleet is our stop here.
Driver, you have reset the DRA. Please check the signal.
Next stop is Swanscombe. Do note also, folks, we are playing on the full timetable.
Driver, you have reset the DRA. Please check the signal.
Next stop is Green Hive. Change here for Blue Water Shopping Centre.
Driver, you have reset the DRA. Please check the signal.
Next stop is Stone Crossing, followed by our final stop at Dartford. Hopefully we get there with no issues. As you know, when we first did our first look, we had a 7:28 a.m. service, and we got to the final light before we got to the station at Dartford, and we had a train in front, red signal. We couldn't get past. The train in front wouldn't move whatsoever. We were sitting there for over 10 minutes, and yeah, no matter what, the train wasn't going to move, so it was a clear issue. And yeah, everybody who was watching it live then would have seen it, or if you watch the replay, of course, it is still up on our channel, so you can clearly see that issue if you like. But yeah, that's not the first time there's been a red light issue with a train in front. Stone Crossing, next stop, followed by our final destination. There's one thing I have to praise though for Itzia. I'd like to thank you very much for finally, at long last, bringing back the awesome, legendary sound mod of the Class 313 EMU for the East Coast Way. Oh, what a great mod that is, with the horn as well. Yeah, that one's loud, but that one is actually quite cool. So, I have to say thank you very much for finally bringing back such a great sound mod.
Driver, you have reset the DRA. Please check the signal.
Our final stop at Dartford is coming up. Final stop coming up. Attention passengers, next stop is Dartford. Do note there will be a driver change at Dartford. There will be a little bit of a delay when we hit the station. Dartford is our next stop. Just a little reminder, folks, that it is prohibited to smoke on trains and inside stations. This includes e-cigarettes. $250 fine will be applied if you are caught smoking or smoking in any train or platform on any of our networks. Also, if your feet are also on the other seat, if you are caught doing this, there will also be a £200 fine. We thank you very much for choosing Thameslink, the Class 700, with your Aussie Don. Well, there was a clear issue on that train. PSI wasn't working on it. It wouldn't be the first time that that's happened. And here we are coming into our final destination at Dartford. And as predicted, it has gone pretty dark into the end of our trip. Yeah, I would have probably preferred to have gone maybe the hour before trip, actually. This one a little bit too dark for you guys, but hey, yeah, better to get them out of the way now than do them later on, you know what I mean? But, you know, nonetheless, you know, I don't mind the night trips anyway with the LOD4 system. As you know, the lighting system on Southeastern High Speed was the first to get the new lighting LOD4 system, which is such a great lighting system, which I actually like, but might not appeal to everybody. Obviously, you know, that's your choice, folks. Well, here we are at our final destination, coming in. There's one thing I have to say, some of these trains that are coming in on 12 12 stop car stop areas have to be. I really wish the Dovetail would change those. Hopefully, we get a patch where they'll stop at the 8 car stops where they have to be. Obviously, this is an 8 car, 12 car anyway, so this one's all right. But yeah, there is a few places along here that hopefully they will fix up eventually. Chatham is definitely one of the stops that do need it, but yeah, we'll soon find out. Anyway, thank you very much for coming along and enjoying the action, folks. It's been an honour and privilege bringing you Train Sim World 3 again. Hello to you all. I am Aussie Don, and let's have a look at the results. 13,637 there, and 49 minutes 34. Actually, we've broken the record again. Yeah, we've broken the record again, and this time around we've actually a couple minutes earlier than the 51 minutes we did. So we are slowly improving ourselves as we go along. Thank you very much for watching. It's been an honour and privilege bringing you Train Sim World 3 here at Australia Worldwide Gaming and Entertainment. There'll be links on the screen as soon as it gets to HD quality for the recent Train Sim World 3 gameplay. Don't forget, we are live tomorrow night on Tuesday the 18th of July 2023 for our Choo Choo Tuesdays, episode 126, I think it is. And we are live from 8 PM in the East Coast of Australia, 7:30 PM South Australia and Northern Territory, 6 PM Western Australia, 11 AM British Summer Time, 12 PM Germany, 6 AM Boston, 3 AM Los Angeles, 5 AM in Texas, 3:30 PM India, 5 PM Indonesia, 7 PM in Japan, and 10 PM New Zealand. That is tomorrow, Tuesday, for our 2 hours of Train Sim World 3 action with the Aussie Don. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.